Evening, evening, good evening. I bring you to another episode of Build or Destroy. I am your host, Born a Law L, and this is where we break away the rumors from the real, the facts from the fiction, the what is from the what it ain't. Cause if you let a lie live long enough, it becomes the truth. It just becomes the truth. And on this platform, that's what we not doing. That's I don't like, don't like. Yeah, we not gonna let a lie become the truth. Here we doing knowledge, wisdom, understanding, sun, moon, stars, man, woman, child. Yeah, knowledge, wisdom, understanding, sun, moon, stars, man, woman, child. Knowledge, wisdom, understanding, sun, moon, stars, man, woman, child. So before we get into subject matter, hit the like button. Like, share, and subscribe. Like with a thumbs up for those who don't know. Share the content with friends and family. Spread the word. And subscribe to the channel. So every time new content is released, you are abreast with your ear to the street. Like how I'm doing it. Old school Zelly, New York 90s, Rich Fam Clothing Co. style. Oh yeah. This is courtesy of Rich Family Clothing Co. as always. A cut above the rest. Get rich, stay rich at Rich Family Clothing Co. Once again, like, share, and subscribe to content. Also, we do take Cash App donations at $7 BUILD. That's $7 BUILD. Once again, that's $7 BUILD. So without further ado, let's build. Have y'all been paying attention? Have y'all been paying attention? Have you been using your third eye to see things as they are and not how they appear to be? Are you doing that? Or are you walking through life still deaf, dumb, and blind and not aware of your surroundings, nor are you paying attention to details? Because the sorcery is at an extremely high level right now. Extremely high. So it's easy to lose focus. Because y'all worrying about what Ja Rule said to Tony Yayo and Uncle Murder and all of that. You already losing focus on what is and what ain't. They making money off the content that's being put out there. Salute to Yayo and Uncle Murder. Salute to y'all. But they making money and they in the algorithm. Not saying it's just a distraction, but you got a bigger fish to fry. You got bigger fish to fry. You got bigger fish to fry. Particularly if you Nubian. Particularly if you living in the belly of the beast is where I'm broadcasting from. Live and direct, New York City, the Big Apple or the Rotten Apple, as we could say right now. Because we dealing with a whole bunch of debauchery. We dealing with a whole bunch of debauchery. I haven't seen times like this, maybe never, Man, Danny, man, Danny, man, Danny, what you doing? What is you doing, Zoran Kwame Mandani? Is you really a New Yorker, or you here to sabotage everything, bro? You act like you don't got your ear to the street and your finger on the pulse of what it is to be a New Yorker, man. Every promise you made, you backtracking now. You said you would let the homeless live on the street in Camden's. Now you saying you gotta circumvent that by bringing them in. What are you doing? What are you standing on? What is your stance? You said you're gonna have free buses and trains. Hochul let you know that's not gonna happen. You went to the council meeting begging for money. They let you know you haven't even been in office 3 months yet. You haven't even cleared 100 days, man. And you look like you overwhelmed already, asking for more money from that we don't have to give. Now you saying you're gonna raise property tax on the good, hard-working citizens of New York to do what? To make something free? To make buses and trains free? Your ideology is nonsensical, man. Your ideologies is nonsensical. The people that voted you in is throwing tomatoes, rotten tomatoes at you right now. Because you just a snake oil salesman, like Mayor Adams said. You out here selling wolf tickets. And for you, if you didn't know, when you sell wolf tickets, later on you gotta pay the piper. Cause somebody gonna hold you accountable at some point. Because you cannot continue to smile and blow smoke up our buttholes. Pause. Something gotta give. And I knew it. You ain't qualified, and I doubt if you make the whole term of your candidacy. Yeah, I got a little tongue-tied. Candidacy. Because you dealing with straight up tomfoolishness, man. You're not making no sense about your political standpoints. Don't you know Hochul don't want you to raise taxes? She says she's lowering them. And this is her re-election year. I thought who is you aligned with? Is you aligned with Trump? Don't seem like that. Is you aligned with Hochul? It don't even seem like she backing you no more. You running from house to house knocking on the door as if you welcomed. You done burned your bridges already in New York. You burning your bridges, man. You don't get it? You burning out all your bridges here. Oh yeah, man. It was cold for the last couple of days, man. It was cold, kid. It was cold. This is New York, man. You know I'm a night. You know what I'm saying? We from that era. It was cold up here, man. Had to buckle up and get real, man. You couldn't come outside without the fur piece on. You heard? That's a whole nother story, man. We in here. We living. We making it through the bullshit. Pardon self. Pardon my Swahili. We getting through it. But with no help of yours, man. Ice is still on every corner and sidewalk. Right? I don't mean ice, baby. I mean the snow done turned to ice and it's black. Beneath that is dead rats and garbage and animal feces, man. What happened to New York and the quality of life? I know it's always been sketchy, but let's understand this, man. Giuliani implemented one thing, man. Good, bad, or indifferent, his platform was quality of life. You done turned this into a third world country, man. You done turned New York into a third world country. Why? because this is the only people that's going to be inhabiting here. The native New Yorkers is going to kick rocks out of here, man, because of what they're witnessing and experiencing within the last 2 years at least. I don't know what the Democratic Party is doing, man, but y'all don't show unity, and y'all hating on any Republican that's trying to do anything right. Now, I'm not a Trump supporter, but how you gonna line up bipartisanly with this guy to create success for New York? That's where my heart is at. Where's the success gonna come from New York? You gonna raise property taxes if it isn't already high? If you do that, don't you know that you said you're going to do something about the rent? How you going to do something about the rent if you raise the property taxes? The landlords then got to shift that bill down to the tenants, which is only going to increase rent. What are you talking about? Are you retarded, man? Is something wrong with you? Is you really one of Epstein's illegitimate children, man? Something ain't clicking with you, bro. Something ain't right with you, bro. I'm not, because you came out of nowhere, man. Just like Obama, you came out of nowhere with this shit-eating grin, man. You not gonna make it, bro. And I'm not wishing nothing on you, but I'm watching your motions within the first 30 to 60 days of being the mayor of New York. You're not gonna make it, bro. You don't got what it takes, man. You quietly being abandoned right now. You went and talked to Trump. I thought you and Trump had some type of thing going on as far as how y'all gonna conduct things. Then you turn around and stand up with Hochul. So what you think Trump thinks about that? Just in the political mindset. You got bad politics, man. You can't worship two gods, bro. Then every policy you trying to implement after standing next to Hochul, she's telling you no. She said, no, we not doing that. So where does that leave you, man? Where does that leave you, man? You standing in no man's land right now, man. Nobody wants to mess with you. You went down to the council asking for money. They told you, kick rocks. Man, you in deep, deep doo-doo right now, man. Because you done lost the faith of the people that even voted for you. They ready to come, I'm telling you, man, play with New York. They'll cheer you 1 minute and ask for your head the next. Trust and believe it, man. You too young to understand things, maybe. Maybe that's what it is. You too young to understand how it goes, man. But you gonna soon find out. Early. You gonna find out early how it really goes. And you ain't even run into no crisis. This little snow is your first test and you failed that tremendously, man. With flying colors you failed. What you wouldn't be able to deal with like 9/11, the pandemic. You're not ready for none of that, bro. But it's coming. Something is coming that you gonna have to deal with, and I don't see the fortitude that you have to deal with it, man. How about this, man? Why don't you just resign now, bro? Save us the headache of going through it with you, man. Because you don't know what you're doing. You don't. You don't. There's so much other stuff going on that you gotta pay attention. Are y'all following this story? Right? Savannah Guthrie, her mom's is 84 and she's been missing for 2 weeks. They saying she was possibly abducted from her own home in Tucson, Arizona. Right, in Tucson, Arizona. They have doorbell cam footage that was retrieved from Google through the FBI of a man at her front door, dressed in a mask with two pair of gloves, with a mysterious book bag, brandishing a firearm. Still no leads in this case. The Pima County Sheriff seems sketchy out there. He's been making out-of-pocket statements about the investigation. First and foremost, he said that the family is cleared of any suspect or any wrongdoing as suspects. But that's not what the FBI confirmed. They still on it. But how was you able to clear the family when the FBI didn't clear them yet? You understand? This is the local police not working with the feds, making statements out of pocket. Secondly, they asked the Pima County Sheriff, is it possible she was abducted and taken to Mexico? Is why we have no trace of her. He adamantly denied that. How do you adamantly deny that when you don't even know where she is? Why would you rule that out? Pay attention. It's something up with him. Does he got something to do with the abduction allegedly? Because it's something up with that whole situation right there. 2, if your mother was 84 years old, would you leave her in the desert on a sprawling property like that? With a pool in the backyard? Nice setup, man. Would you leave your 84-year-old mother there? Alone like that? Even though somebody might come back and forth checking on her, would you leave her there like that? She could fall in the tub, man. She could be walking in the yard and fall and can't get up. That's weird, man. That's weird. And I know there's disgruntledness in every family, especially when there's millions of dollars floating around in one of the family members' hands and it might not be trickling down everywhere else. Just like Glorilla, her family is heated at her because she not sharing the so-called wealth she seems to have. And she ain't really got no wealth. So imagine what this family is going through based on the Guthries and this one lady who's making all the money in the media platforms as a journalist. Maybe there's some dissension in the ranks in the family. I don't know. All of this is alleged. I'm just using my third eye and my powers of discernment. But I hold my judgment until the story unfolds. I'm just bringing you bits of information that has been transpiring. Yeah, bits of information that's been transpiring, man. Just like in the Epstein case, these little bits of information that's been transpiring. Did you know the King of England's brother was arrested? Huh? Your brother was arrested? Why was you arrested, bro? Messing with Epstein. Now, remember, allegedly, Jay-Z and Beyonce, allegedly, was befriended by William and his wife at the Barclays Center. They might have been knighted, I don't know. But they came down to the Barclays Center and received royal treatment from Jay-Z and Beyonce. So there is a connection, allegedly, somehow, between all of this circle of debauchery that's going on. Yeah. It is a connection, and we're going to find out sooner or later what the connection is. But this dude, Andrew, is arrested now. Andrew of Windsor. None of them is real royalty. Let's start off by saying that. None of them is real royalty. Because what is the bloodline? What is the bloodline? We the royalty, man. We the bloodline. They have no royal bloodline. You could trace them back to caves. You can trace them back to the caveman. That's not no royal bloodline. In England, they saying do away with the monarchy. They don't want to be subject to that nonsense no more. Maybe they know something that we don't know. But I'm telling you, that's not real royalty. And that's a fact. That's a fact. Who built those castles out there? What white architect built those castles? We'll wait. We'll wait. Or did the Moors build those castles and then was ran out of them? Do your homework. Study, study, study. I'm not telling you to believe nothing what I said. I want you to cross-reference what I'm saying to you now. And then come back to me or get in the comment section and let me know what's good. I'm not here to preach to tell you nothing. We're going to build together and we're going to destroy falsehoods. That's what we're going to do. That's why this is called Build or Destroy. Come on, man. Use the old noggin. Use the old noodle. Use your head for more than a hat rack, man. That's what my old earth used to say. Use your head for more than a hat rack. I'm going to give you a did you know fact. Did you know that there was a Nubian lady that created the alarm system through closed circuit television and surveillance in the 60s based on her neighborhood that was riddled with crime? If I'm not mistaken, Mary Bright Brown created an alarm system that can be rivaled as the first Ring or Blink or doorbell security system that we use right now. A Nubian lady. They based the whole home security format off of her design. I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but this is Nubian History Month. Nubian My Story Month. What did Caucasians bring to society? Everything that I research goes back to someone Nubian. What did the court? We can get in the comment section with this too, cause this is gonna be my new segment, and it's gonna be questions of the day. What did the Caucasian race bring to humanity as a society? Get in the comment section and tell me that, man. Once again, like, share, subscribe. I've been your host. Peace and love.